You guys ready? Okay. Ready on the right?
Yes, sir.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to our last meeting in 2025, December 15th, our regular session. And Madam Clerk, would you call the meeting to order, please?
Yes, sir.
Roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Commissioner Smith, Commissioner Howard,
Here.
Commissioner Hunt,
Here.
Commissioner Mason,
Here.
Commissioner Mitchell,
Here.
Vice Chairman Jones,
Here.
Chairman Booker.
Here. If you would stand with me, we're going to have the county attorney do the prayer and stay standing, and we'll do the Pledge of Allegiance.
God of all creation and source of unending peace, be with these county commissioners and bless them. Let good work be done in this place. May only truth be spoken here. Give to those present the wisdom to know their weakness, the humility to acknowledge your strength, and the courage to let justice be the sole motivator of their work. By the manner of their lives, let them proclaim the rightness of walking freely in your sight. By their love for our county and for their fellow citizens, may our commissioners serve well those who sent them to this place. May they lead by following you, the author of all truth, and show the way by cherishing your presence in their hearts. Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. First item on our agenda is to approve the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve.
Second.
A motion and a second. Madam Clerk, call the roll, please.
Commissioner Howard,
Yes.
Commissioner Hunt,
Yes.
Commissioner Mason,
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell,
Yes.
Vice Chairman Jones,
Yes.
Chairman Booker.
Yes. Item number 1, Highway 7D-42. Project presentation. We have Wendy Johnson with us, who's the project engineer. Wendy, please come and talk to us today.
Good morning. We actually have two people from the DOT here this morning, myself, and we also have Jordan here who's gonna talk in a few minutes about Havelock and the project that connects the two, the James City project and Havelock. But just a real quick update about James City. I don't know who's, you can move ahead. Oh, I have it, okay. Okay, great. So I know everybody's familiar with the limits of James City project. It just goes from Williams just a little bit east of Thurman. This is a recent flyover video. I thought this might be the best way to kind of update y'all on the progress. Although this is from 11/2, we are doing flyover videos right now about every month, but we are moving towards the east. You can see the start of the noise walls that have started both on adjacent to eastbound and westbound. And as we move through, what you'll start to see if you look over to the left, you see the green, hopefully you can see the green covers that we have on some of the drainage structures that have actually started up pretty much in the James City community area. You also see the new service road that you might be familiar with around at the Food Line area. But as we move further and further into the project, we just passed through Williams, you really start to see more and more of the service roads take shape. The service road that we're seeing on the right, that improvement has started as it extends to Airport and then through Grantham. Over to the right, you can see the new location service road that will be opening up soon that will connect Airport back to Williams. This service road that's on our right here has already opened. And then you see where the service road on the left was cul-de-sac. And that was for the Airport Road interchange improvements. There was just not enough room for that particular service road to go all the way through. The big thing you see now is we're approaching Grantham. As you can see where US 70 traffic's been shifted out and onto the new US 70 ramps. It's not the final location of US 70. US 70 will go back in the middle. And you can see as we're passing across, that is the new structure for US 70 going over Grantham. This pattern, we've just recently done a shift that won't be reflected in this video of that same pattern at Taberna. As we're continuing to go through, you see the continued improvements of the service road. All the new service roads on the project are curb and gutter. That's something I've talked about before. And we're moving towards Garner, so we have had some changes at the Garner area where access has been limited to just the new service roads. The new service road from Garner all the way through to Taberna did open a few weeks ago. And that service road does continue all the way to Thurman. Here you see the preparatory work for the shift that we made a couple of weeks ago, but if you go out there now, US 70 is actually traveling on the new US 70 ramps in this area, and the middle is opened up just like we did at Grantham. In the coming months, you'll see basically what's happened at Grantham will happen at Taberna, where you'll see the walls going up and the field going up in preparation for the new structure. Again, we have the new service road, so basically now you can travel all the way from Thurman, adjacent to US 70 eastbound, all the way to the Food Line Shopping Center on either new service roads or improved service roads. And we're coming up to the Thurman interchange area. We do have the new service road open on the left. This is the next interchange area that the contractor's planning to do the same iteration that we've just done at Taberna. So maybe by March, you'll see that we're shifting traffic on 70 over to the new ramps at the Thurman Road interchange, and now we're beginning to approach the end of the project. Just a real quick, overview. We're about 50% complete with construction. These are just some statistics. I know sometimes people like statistics about where we're at, and I just
Can we go back? Can we go back?
Oh, sure. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Thank you. I just want to finish reading it.
Oh, okay. I mean, I think the biggest things is that utilities, we always talk about utilities, we're about 99% complete, just because we have some small things with Craven County Water, Newbern Water, and Sewer to finish. We've talked about kind of a good measure of where we're at on this project. It's talking about storm drains, because we have so much storm drain on this project compared to other projects. And just looking at the service roads, updated service roads and roads that remain to be upgraded.
Thank you.
Yes. So, one of the things I thought might be interesting to talk about today is just to talk about this construction. One of the biggest questions I think we got early on, and even as we moved through until we did our first shift, was, how are we taking US 70 and putting it up and over in the same alignment, basically, that it is today. And you see that happening at Grantham, and this is just kind of a cross-section, kind of depicting where we've moved US 70 traffic out onto these new ramps. In some places we do have a service road that may be beside it, and then that allows us basically the interior to be able to construct the field, the new walls, and eventually the structure that takes US 70 up and over at these cross streets. We are managing traffic by using U-turns. If you've been out on the job and you've wanted to go from one direction to the other, you've probably used these U-turns. And basically one of the things that we're also doing in coordination with, this traffic pattern, and to hopefully make construction quicker, is we're using a product called cellular concrete. It's a lightweight cellular fill that's used in placement of traditional borrow materials, and it's something that's built as we're moving up. So if you had a chance to ride through the project, as you would see the walls going up, you also might have noticed that the field was going up. And so basically it is kind of a stair-stepped process, and I have a little short video that I want to show y'all because it's very interesting. But these are the blocks of this LCCF, lightweight cellular concrete, that we are using. And here's just a really quick video. I think people find it really interesting to see what's happening. So what you see in this video is, this is the lightweight cellular concrete. It's being pumped from an on-site batching facility where we're making this product with a mixture of cement, water, fly ash, and a foaming agent. And you see in the background, you can see the walls. These straps that you see are what's used to basically hold the wall in hold the wall in place while this project is being used. But once it is placed, it hardens and it has the strength of dirt, but it's much lighter than dirt. And it is eventually capped with dirt and asphalt, so it's completely encased within the walls and traditional materials and asphalt. And these are just some of the settlement numbers. Not only are we using it well, I mean, the basic reason we're using it is to speed construction, because ultimately it lessens the amount of settlement time. This chart kind of shows at the various interchange locations, had we used a normal weight fill versus the cellular concrete, we could have been looking at 260 days, for an example, of settlement time expected at Taberna versus a 90-day settlement time expected with using this lightweight cellular concrete. At Grantham, it's interesting because we've had almost little to no settlement using this product, much less than was even predicted that we would have. There's just another slide showing kind of one of the benefits of the LCCF is that, you know, if we were using traditional dirt or borrowed material, all that's coming in on a truck, and by the fact that this is batched on site, you're not having as many trucks on the highway intermingling with traffic, and so it makes it much safer. And that's really just a quick update on James City. Is there any questions?
Questions?
Yes, sir.
Just because there's been a lot of chatter on social media. There's been a couple accidents in front of Carolina Pines. Of course, they blamed the DOT. You know how that works, and I don't think that's the case, but there's been change in traffic. Do you guys monitor that? Is there a good response for that when people ask me about it?
So, I just want to make sure you're talking about Carolina Pines, correct?
Carolina Pines, Stately Pines, that area, I guess.
Okay.
One of the volunteer fire people mentioned it to me.
So the James City project just goes to east of Thurman, and so Jordan Scott's gonna come up and he's gonna talk about that project, and I don't know, I'm gonna leave that with you, Jordan.
Before he comes
Yeah.
up,
Yes, sir.
are there any other
Completion.
questions on James City?
Completion estimates and milestones between
Okay.
now and the end of the project.
So the department believes that the contractor will be completely finished with the project in the middle of 2028. But one of the things that's a little bit different about James City, because it's not a new location project, we will open up each one of these structures and shift US
Right.
17 to its final pattern and open the ramps as each interchange gets completed.
So it's a gradual process.
So it'll be a gradual project, but I would expect by midsummer, you will see that we've shifted at least Grantham onto its new alignment, and that we would probably have all the service roads finished on the project by midsummer and be working on Thurman and potentially Airport and Williams too.
Thank you.
One other question that I've been asked is the sound barriers.
Yes.
They were going wide open and then all of a sudden it all stopped. What was the basis for that?
A couple of things. One is they were having a lot of trouble with the manufacture of the actual panels. They weren't meeting the quality that was needed. And also just, they have so much work going on and so much structural work. Some of those same crews were doing the noise walls, so I think it's just an efficiency problem right
I mean,
now.
it's not, it doesn't affect things other than in people's heads, you know,
Right. Right,
why aren't they finishing that?
right.
Okay. Anything else? Thank you very much for the
You're
update.
welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Again, my name is Jordan Scott. I'm the Division II Construction Engineer for the Department of Transportation. So I guess I'll start out, I'll answer your question, Commissioner Howard. Stately Pines, yes, we do monitor anytime there's an accident in our work zone. We do monitor and look at that. You know, that interchange or intersection is going to have a lot of improvements, you know, upcoming in the future. Including closing off, getting across there and installing RCIs or U-turn movements. I think we presented that several times at those meetings. We will speak with the fire department folks and, you know, making sure that all the kind of movements and things works out for emergency vehicles. It's not gonna cause any problems, but to answer that question, yes, we do monitor and make adjustments as we see that there are issues.
Were you guys able to have a meeting with Denny about that? Your idea, has that happened yet?
We're
Working on,
also
okay.
trying to get something set up.
Thank you.
presentation is gonna be real quick, and I'm not as quite as high-tech as Wendy, so y'all have to forgive me, but, I come on Monday morning bringing good news. I think the cat's out of the bag on, the Havelock bypass, but we are opening it this Friday. It'll be, we're in a position, where, working with the contractor temperatures and things, and the weather kind of cooperated, that we're at a point where we can safely open the bypass. The message, we will not be complete, so, you know, as soon as we open it, there's still gonna be lane closures to finish out punch list type things. We still have some more asphalt to put down, we still have to do some final markings. A lot of those things are temperature dependent, but, you know, we didn't feel like holding the project hostage from, you know, a state that it can be open and open safely. We wanted to go ahead and, you know, give that to the community, so, this Friday we will open it, we'll have a ribbon cutting ceremony, I think, you know, the word's out, I think everybody's been invited to participate at 10 o'clock on Friday. Like to see everybody there if you can, but, you know, we're excited, it's a huge milestone, long time coming, but, you know, we just wanted to make sure that everybody's aware that, you know, we're not done. You know, when you go out there and review the project, there'll still be some things that are not finished, but, we're gonna continue to work on that, and, there'll be lane closures, you know, from here till midsummer, till we get to a point where it's starting to wrap up completely and look like a done product, so. Just some quick numbers to the facts, you know, from a construction cost, we're sitting around like 270 million. Posted speed limit's gonna be 70 on the bypass. Again, like I said, we're about 95% complete, we're getting close. Anticipating the overall completion, grass grown, done, and contractor finish, you know, late 2026. The C project, quick little update on that, sitting at about 26 complete overall. Big milestone where we're trying to complete on that is finish up right away. We're right at about 95% complete. Only a handful parcels left out there to get wrapped up, so that's a huge milestone that, you know, that opens up the whole project, nothing's restricting us. Y'all probably seen a lot of utility work going on, that's gonna continue going into 2026. A lot of utilities have to be relocated out there. You'll see us finish clearing and, or cutting trees down and demolition on a couple more remaining houses. Also, you've seen some earthwork going on at Stately Pines and storm drain work. As the utility conflict get out of the way, you'll start seeing the project kind of unfold. Still tracking the late 2028 for completion of that project. Just a bird's eye view of just kind of show you, this is the Stately Pines interchange. Kind of give you another aerial view of kind of some of the clearing, how it kind of takes shape from a plan to what's actually on the ground. You can see the, you know, service roads and on and off ramps taking shape.
Before you go, could you go back to that one?
Yes, sir.
For everybody's perspective, am I correct that on the left side of that is Toyota?
Left side, Toyota.
Trying to,
The
Trying
left
to
side
orient
actually be
us.
the Havelock bypass. That's,
oh, this is Havelock. Is this
yeah,
Havelock?
this is at the beginning of the Havelock project. Yes, sir. Stately Pines interchange.
Okay, since I'm on this end of the county, the Stately Pines interchange is where?
Will be there.
Okay, so, okay,
Right, yeah, that'll be the new Stately Pines getting it. That'll be how you get on to go to Morehead City.
okay,
And come off if you were coming from Morehead and
okay,
New Bern's this direction.
okay, thank you.
Jordan, that left development is Caroline Pines, right there.
Yes.
Right.
That's what I was about to say to you.
Okay, thank you, yeah.
Got it.
Everybody good?
Jordan, I just want to say thanks. I feel actually informed when you're talking because you've told me so many things, so thank you for that.
Same interchange, Carolina Pines over here. I don't know how to work my laser pointer. Y'all kind of see the embankment for the bridge being constructed up and over. This one of the few change where the side road or service road is actually going over 70. How all the other interchanges, 70 is going up and over. So it's a little different configuration here, but like I said, Carolina Pines this way, Morehead City that way, kind of looking south direction. Same interchange, just looking north direction.
Different direction.
New Bern's this way, so you see the embankment for the future bridge going up and over 70. You also see a lot of stockpile of concrete pipe and the blue pipe of some water lines, some utility work that we look to get going on the first of the year.
Is that, excuse me, is that the only interchange between, Havelock bypass coming back to New Bern? Is there just this one?
Thurman Road.
Oh, no, there'll be 1, 2, 3, there'll be 8 interchanges from Havelock bypass to New Bern to the river.
Okay, and this is the only one where we're,
This is the only one where what we call the Y line, or where the service road actually goes over
Got it.
70.
yeah,
All the other interchanges through that is US 70s going up and
Up and
over.
over.
So this one's a little unique. And
Where-
as you can kind of see, the footprint's way larger.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Yeah.
just a little different compared to the other footprint interchanges.
Back to your blue pipes, you did say, or I don't think it was you, not Cadmus, but the other guy that was there last time at our town, said there would be some water outages when some of the pipes in maybe early January, or could be, as they're doing that.
When
Is
we
that,
do tie-in work, yeah, there's typically, some downtime outages. Of course, when those come up, we'll notify the citizens of the timeframes and work closely with the county to kind of make sure that those are minimum as possible.
but you're thinking January?
Well, they'll be starting in January.
Okay.
yes.
Just for reference, so this is the southernmost or easternmost interchange. You got one at News Harbor where the ranger station was,
Correct.
and then you got one at Camp Cairo on the other side of the Toyota dealership. That'll be your 3
That's
related
right.
to this
For
project.
this particular project,
Yeah.
for the C project, yes, sir, that's right.
Right, with it, Jordan, make sure that I understand the timelines. The James City is gonna be complete, we think, mid-2028. This one will be complete late 2028. Havelock bypass is almost done, 95%.
Oh,
So essentially, in another 2 years, this major construction project will be finished.
We'll be on the coattails in 2 years of wrapping up, so.
Okay, thank you.
I know everybody will be excited about that.
Yeah.
Just including me. Very, 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 busy area, for Craven County, definitely for, DOT in our region.
and then that will be interstate from Morehead City to Kinston, basically.
It will be built to interstate standards.
Yes.
And I don't know exactly where we are in the interstate designation process, but that section will be up to interstate standards available for. it to be
I know it's
done.
probably- Excuse me, not your area, but then the area of, just curious, between Havelock and coming into James City, would the speed limit be increased then to 70 on that stretch?
From Havelock coming in, yes, it will be increased.
Okay.
I think it's not quite, it fluctuates, 70 coming off the bypass, 70 going to James City, and
Nope.
James City, 60.
60,
60,
so.
and then back, once you get through New Bern to Glen Burnie, then it'll go back up to 70 to Kinston.
Correct, yes, sir.
Good.
No traffic lights though, so definitely be a increase in travel time. Or excuse me,
Travel-
decrease in travel time,
Yeah,
increase in speed.
Yeah,
Just a couple other notable projects for the Craven County area. Miller Boulevard, U 3431, still working on designing it. We're thinking big milestone is design will be to a point where we'll start right-of-way acquisition this upcoming summer. Still on schedule to construct 2029. Notable resurfacings that coming up this summer will be US 70, McCotter's Boulevard to the Slocum Creek flyover, and then also the NC 55 right here in Bridgestone going out to Grantsboro. So we'll be resurfacing them routes.
Jordan, is the Miller Road project funded?
Yes,
Okay.
it is. Any other questions? I've tried to be brief.
I'll just say comment, you guys have saved me a lot of questions from citizens just by coming to our town halls
Yeah,
and answering 60, 70 people, a lot of time tough questions, so, and with a lot of grace, so I appreciate you, Cadmus, I forget the other guy's name that came
Brad
in.
McMahon.
Yeah, Brad, coming and taking those questions, otherwise they come directly to me, and I'm not sure I'm always giving the best answer, so, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Jordan, can you go back to the pavement upgrades on US 70, McCotter, and Slocum? Can you explain that to me a little bit better, please?
It's just resurfacing, the route, we're new construction on both ends, with a Havelock bypass tying in, and it's just and we done some resurfacing, I guess southern end of the county going out in the Carteret, US 70, so it's just continuing.
So you're gonna go down
US
McCotter Boulevard?
On US 70, we'll start there at McCotter Boulevard where Smithfields used to be,
Mm-hmm.
and go right through town and resurface pretty
So
much
it's
everything in
just
town.
pretty much Highway 70?
Yes,
Okay,
just
thank you.
Highway 70.
All right, roger that, thank you.
So, yes, sir.
And the 55 is just as you get on 55 from the Bridgeton interchange there all the way to Grantsboro.
Correct, yes, sir. In Pamlico County.
So essentially, the resurfacing in Havelock is just a continuation of what you guys have already done through Newport and.
Yes, that's right. It would be the same process as what we just did.
Okay, any other questions for him?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate you coming, both
Thank y'all-
of you.
Thank y'all for having me.
Thank you. Come back anytime.
Yeah.
Okay, item number 2 is the consent agenda. And a number of items on there, I'll just read through them very quickly. The minutes of the December 1 regular session, tax releases and refunds, emergency services, emergency funds for sheriff's primary VHF radio, budget amendment. Under recreation, the Craven County Independent Insurance made a donation, and by the way, I wanna mention, that's a $5,000 donation to, improve the ballparks at Creekside Park. Right, Mark, and new clay for the infield, so that's a big deal from, $5,000 from the, Independent Insurance Agents Association. And then under planning, I'm sorry, also, almost jumped over that. Recreation also, International Paper Foundation grant, which is, has awarded over $25,000 in grants over the period of time for West Craven Park, including playground equipment, exercise equipment, beach volleyball courts, park benches, and now another $6,000 grant for 2 pieces of outdoor fitness equipment. So, I don't know what their name is today. It used to be Weyerhaeuser, now it's International Paper. I heard it's got another name, I don't know, but,
Right.
so, but
I wish I'm sorry, I don't recall it at the moment.
I don't
You're
either,
right.
but we all know who we're talking about, the facility out there. So thank you to them. Under planning, a request for addition to state-maintained secondary road system, portion of Trellis Lane. Under the sheriff's department, a retiree firearms, I don't know what we call it. What do we call it? We want to sell the firearms to a couple of retirees, which is standard protocol. And then under economic development, project tint, subordination of options. So do I have a motion to approve the consent
So
agenda?
moved.
Second.
Got a motion and a second? Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Howard?
Yes.
Commissioner Hunt?
Yes,
Commissioner Mason?
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Jones?
Yes.
Chairman Bucher?
Yes. Okay, under carts, item number 3, budget amendment related to retiree payout, Mr. Gene Hodges.
Good morning, Board. In your packet is a budget amendment in the amount of $29,797 that is needed to cover the costs related to a recent retiree payout. With the retiree payout and the recruitment of a new director, it's necessary to replenish the related personnel expenditure accounts to maintain the lines for the remainder of the fiscal year.
Okay, we're being asked to board to approval of the budget amendment in the amount of $29,797 related to a retiree payout and recruitment of a new director. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Call the roll, please.
Commissioner Howard?
Yes.
Commissioner Hunt?
yes,
Commissioner Mason?
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Jones?
Yes.
Chairman Bucher?
Yes,
Thank you, Board.
thank you. Item number 4. Finance, America 250 NC grant, budget amendment. Craig Warren. Morning, Craig.
Good morning, Board. Got one item on the agenda for you this morning. That is an America 250 NC grant. Craven County has been awarded $30,000 from America's 250 NC grant from the Department of Natural and Cultural Resources. This grant requires a local match of 15%, which amounts to $4,500. That will be provided by in-kind contributions by the Craven County TDA, or Tourism Development Authority. The America 250 grant was established under Session Law 2023-143 as a program to support counties in funding public programs, tourism projects, and educational outreach related to the 250th anniversary of the United States of America. On May 6, 2024, the board approved a resolution for the 250th anniversary designating Craven County Tourism Development Authority to plan and implement the marketing or plan associated with this grant. At this time, I'm asking the board to approve a budget amendment so we can accept these funds and pass it through to the TDA.
Okay, board, any questions on this?
I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
So looking at your project timeline, I noticed that in May, there's an event going on at Marine Corps Air Station Cherry Point. Marine Corps Air Station is hosting the United States Navy Blue Angels the weekend of May 9th and 10th. Would it not be appropriate to put that on this timeline? Is it too late to get that on there?
I can pass that information along to Melissa Riggle.
I think the
Executive Director.
United States Navy will be celebrating our 250th birthday with us as well.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
We
I
hope
think
so.
it's appropriate.
Thank you.
The only question I had, is this all we're getting, that's the total amount from
Yes,
the
I mean, this
state?
was a much larger grant that went to various other, probably all the counties in the state.
Okay.
And this is our allotment.
Okay.
It's a fairly even allocation amongst the counties.
That was sort of the blanket amount.
Okay, did I get a
Motion to approve.
I'll second it.
motion and a second? Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Commissioner Howard?
Yes.
Commissioner Hunt?
Yes.
Commissioner Mason?
Yes.
Commissioner Mitchell?
Yes.
Vice Chairman Jones?
Yes.
Chairman Bucher?
Yes,
Okay, thank you, board.
thank you. Item number 5 is appointments. Under pending, we got the Craven Aging Planning Board, Craven County Clean Sweep, Craven County Highway 70 Corridor Committee, Havelock Board of Adjustment, Juvenile Crime Prevention Council, and Volunteer Agricultural District. Commissioner Hunt, did you want to make a nomination for the ETJ Havelock Board of Adjustment?
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to nominate Sue Boyer for that position.
Okay, is there any other are there any other nominations for that position? Hearing none, she will be appointed by acclamation. Next one is the Fireman's Relief Board of Trustees. David Warren seeks reappointment, Township 2.
I'll nominate David Warren for the Board of
Tri-County.
Trustees for the,
Okay, are there any other nominations? Hearing none, David Warren will be appointed by acclamation. Havelock Board of Adjustment, I guess that's the one we just did, isn't it? And Craven County Highway 70 Corridor, we got a couple of changes here. Don Bumgardner seeks appointment to fill the expired term of Danny Walsh. Do I have a nomination?
I'll nominate Mr. Baumgartner.
Okay, and are there any others? Hearing none, Mr. Baumgartner will be appointed. Chad Strawn seeks appointment to fill the seat vacated by Mr. Baumgartner.
I would nominate Chad Strong for that position.
Okay, are there any others? Hearing none, he will be appointed by acclamation. And then Bobby Darden seeks reappointment.
I'll nominate Mr. Darden.
And are there any others? Hearing none, Mr. Darden will be reappointed by acclamation. Under the Juvenile Crime Prevention Council, Melissa Ward seeks appointment.
Mr. Chairman, I would nominate Ms. Ward to that seat.
Okay, thank you. Are there any other nominations? Hearing none, Ms. Ward will be appointed by acclamation. And then upcoming, we have the Havelock Craven County Board some commissioner by the name of Hunt.
Congratulations.
We will be considering her appointment at the next meeting. Any other comments or questions on appointment?
I do have one, Mr. Chairman, for
Okay.
staff. So going back on the pending, that Highway 70 quarter committee position, that was the one with Danny Walsh, correct? So we can take that one off, okay. All right, thank you.
Okay. Next item is our county attorney's report.
Mr. Chairman, I have no report.
Okay? And the next item would be the county manager's report.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Commissioners, good morning. 3 quick things. Last week, I was able to attend the December TDA meeting, which we just talked about, the 250 resolves. There's a lot of great things happening at the TDA. I know they're excited about having a commissioner join their board here in January. They just had a big race, Trail to Tryon. I think it was the weekend before last. 500 people came to run that. It was a half marathon, a 10K, and a 5K. We had a couple county employees run. I volunteered that day and got to see them finish. Great event. It was a little chilly that morning, but certainly bringing people in, doing the tourism thing at Christmas. Also, last week, I was able in this room to attend the Kerswama meeting. Kerswama Coastal Regional Solid Waste Management Authority, better known as a landfill to most people. A lot of business here to wrap up the year. Landfill appears to be in good financial shape. They did reduce some surplus equipment here at the end of the year to make way for some new equipment coming in. Also continuing, as Vice Chairman Jones knows, a gas to energy project there with the methane gas that forms when the trash deteriorates over time. They have a contract with the company working on getting water to that site to run the turbine and keep it cool. So looking forward to seeing that project move forward. Somebody's alarm's going off.
Jack, that
No?
power, that gas that's created, then the power is sold to the grid?
Back to the grid, yeah. And we've had this plant, Vice Chairman may have to help me here. It's been there for at least a decade. What they're doing now is switching some of the mechanisms inside which generates the power, the fuel source mainly. And if I'm not mistaken, it was about 1,000 homes that were
Really?
funded out of that project. Now they sell it back into the grid, and that's just a projection. But it's a neat thing because we have a cost, so we have to burn that gas off.
Yep.
It's part of the natural thing. So being able to pipe it in, let them have a better use of it, really is beneficial to both parties. So,
Very good.
all right, last thing, I just want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It's our last meeting of 2025, and I have a list of accomplished sitting on my desk in there. I'm just thinking about there. So maybe after Commissioner comments, I'll come back up and go over a few of those, if you don't mind, as I do
Sure.
that. But
Be
again,
great.
Merry Christmas to
Very
each of you. Merry Christmas to the staff and citizens who are here this morning and watching us. So,
And while you're up here, we have a new
we
county
do.
employee here.
We do. We sure do. We're really excited to have Deanna Treble with us this morning. Deanna, as you know, earlier this month took over as our CARTS director, better known as our transportation department. So she was here this morning to hear all the good things about 70. Deanna's hitting the ground running and doing a great job. We're excited to have her here moving forward. So,
Great, welcome. Glad to have you on board. She's not a new face to
she's
us.
been here before.
Yeah.
It's almost like she's always
A few
been here,
times.
so that's right.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
I'll be back shortly, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
okay, commissioner reports. Howard, would you like to start? No?
Well, give me a second. I don't know if
Okay.
I have any thoughts right now, but go ahead.
Back from the warm weather is Commissioner Mitchell.
The first family vacation with the new daughter-in-law. No, I'd just like to wish everyone a happy holiday season, a happy and safe one, and we'll look forward to 2026.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Hunt.
I have a couple things I'd like to mention. I'd like to congratulate the Harlow Volunteer Auxiliary. They have been an organization for the previous 2 years, and they're doing a great job recruiting firefighters and raising funds to support our firefighters. but at the same time, they're creating a community environment where all the different areas are united. So this year, they participated in the Havelock Chili Festival for the first time ever. They put together a beautiful float and they won 3rd place. So I'd like to congratulate them, not just on their 3rd place win at the parade, but also in everything that they've accomplished in 2 short years, and thank them for that. And the second thing I'd like to mention is that the Craven Havelock Library is going to be closed, or is closed now, for an upgrade. So services can be had at St. Timothy's Lutheran Church in the middle of Havelock, but also the bookmobile will be open there on the community college campus a couple times a week. And book drop-off will be right there at the library, and books will be picked up every day. So returning books won't be an issue either. But everybody at the Havelock Library would like to invite all of their patrons to the St. Timothy's Church and see what all they have going on there.
Okay.
And that's the 2 things I have. Thank you, Chairman.
Got to attend the Vanceboro tree lighting. That was very good. Had the pleasure of doing that. It went off very well, and they had some nice presentations from choirs from the elementary school and some of the daycare centers. I had the privilege of attending the press conference for the capture of Mr. Donnelly, and it was good to see all the law enforcement agencies working together, doing a great job, providing peace of mind in this season of joy and peace to the people up there for the fugitive. My 2 tax commissioners had their first meeting this month, and they're on board, and they seem to all going to go forward and do a good job. And I think that's all I've got.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Just to piggyback on what Commissioner Mason said, I want to thank the sheriff and his team, and definitely we are very appreciative for the other agencies within the state that helped in the capture of this fugitive, this killer. It had a lot of folks in Vanceboro concerned for a long time, but sheriff was persistent in going forward and making sure that he was captured, and again, we appreciate all the efforts of everybody there. Also, Commissioner Hunt, Commissioner Mitchell, and myself, as we talked about last meeting, we all 3 serve on the Craven Pamlico Regional Library Board of Trustees. And we had the retirement that will occur at the end of this month by Ms. Kat Clowers. And so having that, we had to go through the process of hiring a new executive director for the region. We have done that. Commissioner Mitchell and myself served on the Personnel Committee, as did several others. And we have a new hire that we have announced this past week is Ms. Julie Cox. She is our current Assistant Regional Director for the system. We've got great confidence in her. She will begin her new role January 1, and her desire is to be a part of Team Craven. That was one thing that I think all 3 of us championed and wanted, and so we're looking forward to that. So, and then on behalf of Jennifer, Emily, and myself, we do wish everybody a Merry Christmas, blessed New Year, and so look forward to 2026 and working with you all. And I thank the Lord for the opportunity that He has given me to serve and to serve with each of you, and so I thank you. So, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Sheriff, would you like to give us a few words regarding that capture? I think a lot of people are interested. If you didn't get to hear the press conference, just a quick update.
Yes, sir. Very extensive manhunt. We figured it would be from the beginning, and we did bring in a lot of resources from the federal, state, and local level. And, you know, first and foremost, I want to thank the citizens of the county for their continued support, understanding that these things can be very complex and they can go on for an extended period of time. But mostly, I want to thank the men and women of my office, their perseverance, their dedication to finding this criminal. It was just tremendous. They were there many long days and nights. And even though you didn't see a presence all of the time, a heavy presence, there was a lot of behind the scenes investigatory work going on that went into tracking him down. So I was very pleased that it was brought to a head in a peaceful resolution. That's what we wanted, and that's what took place. So also, I want to wish all of y'all Merry Christmas and want you to know that our deputies will be out in full force over the holidays. Encourage people to be aware of their surroundings as they're leaving stores, lock up their cars and stuff like that as valuables are stolen from time to time. I do also want to thank the city of Havelock. They're the first municipality in the county that has put forth an effort to help us with the vape and tobacco store issues that we're having in regards to the garbage that they've been selling our sailors, our Marines, and our children. They put together a very good ordinance that I think will, or I know will help us shut down more of them and keep new ones from coming in. So they've taken a great step. And I think also that says a lot about their partnership with the base, as we've had our Marines and sailors that have visited some of these places. So great job also, Commissioner Hunt, for assisting with that and being at the forefront. And I hope more of our municipalities will look at what they did and put policies like that in place.
Good.
So thank you. Appreciate y'all's
Questions for
support
the
also. And Commissioner, I appreciate you being at the press conference. That meant a lot
My
to us.
pleasure.
You could see how county resources were being utilized.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman.
Thank you. Okay, the comment I have again is the same one of everybody else, and that is Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Mr. County Manager, did you want to come back up?
And I'll say Merry Christmas since you didn't come back to me, Commissioner. Merry Christmas to
Oh,
everyone.
I'm sorry. You weren't ready, so I skipped you, I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'll just say Merry
get-
Christmas to everyone. And the last thing I will say, I just happened to be in a meeting with the sheriff in Nash County when Sheriff Hughes caught the fugitive, and it's just amazing how quickly he knew. And he said to send you a message. Congratulations, Sheriff, that you get such a tight network across the state that you guys have, that he knew immediately and was proud of our county and proud of our sheriff for doing what he did. So thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, for the second opportunity today. I'll be brief this time. So I did want to make sure that you guys saw the commissioner appointments for 26 are in your agenda package. Mr. Chairman, I don't think there's any action needs to be taken, just information only on that.
Right.
And I alluded to, I believe, Commissioner Mason joining the TDA.
Yeah, I think that's the only
That was the
real
only
change.
significant change in that. Oh, then you're also going to assume the Highway 70 Corridor Commission seat. The Highway 70 seat.
I'm sorry, say again?
You will be assuming the Highway 70 seat.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So a couple things as I lead up to the accomplishments for 2025. Shane has begun to collect all the legislative goals for the next legislative session. As we come back from the holidays, we will jump straight into that. So if you have things that are on your mind, please reach out to us, let us know so we can do some research and get those on our list. We're collecting mainly from the departments right now. We're also looking at the narratives that are coming out for potential legislation in the short session, budgetary things like that. So if there are things that you're interested in, please reach out and let us know. We'll be happy to add those to the list. It was a busy 2025. It was a fun 2025. There was a lot of great things that happened in Craven County. I told someone last week it was a great year to be a county manager here. There are some very positive things as we look to the future. And I'll just talk about, and I'm glad Chad's here, there were 3 really important pieces of policy that came out of this board last year. One was the update to the hazard mitigation plan. The second was the update to our emergency operations plan. It had been over 15 years since we touched that, so it was good to get that modernized. And the big one, which Chad and his department had a lot of work, I know we talked about this a couple weeks ago, was the land use plan. That was a big deal. It took all year, a lot of outreach there. We touched every part of the county, talked to as many citizens as we could. So excited to have those 3. I think Chad can take a breather this year. I take that back. He's got an RV ordinance coming in January, so we're going to pick up where we left off. Mr. Jean had a big year. Many of you attended these events. We completed the renovations at the Senior Center back in the fall. Great facility. Awesome. If you haven't had a chance to go by, I know Commissioner Mason will be going by Friday, but if you haven't had a chance to go by and see how that building's actually being used by the seniors, it's worth it. We opened the expanded social services building this year. We doubled the footprint there, 2 stories. We're able to take some of those employees that were in very tight quarters, space them out into the new building. Mark's still here. While it's not done, he began construction on a new 176-acre nature park on Old Airport Road. There's a lot of clamor out there for people who are excited about that kind of space, the access to Bryce's Creek, some paddle trails and things that he's going to be working on between Creekside and there. So really looking forward to that. We got pickleball at West Craven Park.
Wait a minute, what
Yeah.
was the name of that new park? Was that the Chad Howard Park?
No comment, sir. No comment. No comment. But pickleball at West Craven Park, lots of updates at Rocky Run. Nature Park still seeing great numbers in District 1. Mark had a number in here, and I'm not going to read everything, but I thought this was pretty unique. Over 600,000 visitors to Craven County Parks last year, or this year, I guess we're still there. So that's a big number, Mark. That's probably a record, I think, in the history of tracking that. 75 leagues, classes and camps, 4,700 participants, 5,000 practices, and 1,500 games last year. So big year on that. As we touched on, we've onboarded 2 new department heads this year, Chris Mullison, Water, and Deanna in Carts. Another big piece of policy was our salary and paying classification plan update back in the fall. Hearing really good things about that. 89 employees this year will receive awards for tenure here with the county. Some of them as much as 40 years, and that's really meaningful to me. I'm excited about that. We redesigned our county website. We've got a chat bot. We've got a citizen response management system. I think we're probably due for a chat bot and AI kind of briefing to the board. I had Shane come in and bring down kind of what's coming in the chat bot. As many as 150 chats a day from citizens and individuals inquiring about county services, much more than I ever thought. And the citizen inquiries picking up. I know that we're starting to see more and more of that every day, where folks just go to the different departments, put in their question, and we follow up with them. Really neat software. Mr. Warren in the back, GFOA award again for at least the 20th year. That's the Government Finance Officer's Achievement for Excellence in Financial Reporting. So we're proud of Craig and his team downstairs. I'm not going to read them all. This list will be emailed to you later today. Please pursue it. Use it as you like. We'll post it on the website for the citizens to review. There's a few updates. I actually had a couple things I added this morning, particularly on the economic development side. But again, great year. Looking forward to next year. A lot of work coming in, and I'm here if you have any questions for me.
Questions?
I have one quick one.
Okay.
Are we gonna get an update, the public get an update from Mark about our parks in the next couple months maybe, especially
If you'd like
maybe with
one,
a
sure.
little focus on the nature trail? Yes, please.
Yeah, if you like one, sure.
We've got something coming up with a bait grant and also with our kayak, so
Yep.
January, expect we can
Perfect.
unload everything.
We'll have
That'd
them
be a
here in
nice way to
January.
start the year.
All things park. Very good.
That's it?
Thank you.
Do you have anything else? Anything else? Okay, I'll take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. No closed session?
Opposed? We are adjourned.
Ho, ho, ho.
And no
Whoa,
closed
whoa,
session
whoa,
for a
whoa.
change.
There's no closed session.
He didn't have a
Okay, I just saw him on the thing. I was wondering.